Good morning, children. In the yesterday's class, we had started with the chapter the triangle and its properties, and we had seen what is a triangle, how many sides are there in a triangle, how many angles are there, and how many vertices. Okay, and we had also studied what is the median of a triangle and what is the altitude of a triangle. Okay, so today we will continue with the angle sum property of a triangle. That is, what is the sum of angles in a triangle? We know that in a triangle there are how many angles, children? 3 angles. A triangle has 3 angles. If ABC is a triangle, there are 3 interior angles in a triangle. These 3 angles lie in the interior part of the triangle, inside the triangle. So these are called as the interior angles of the triangle. So a triangle has 3 interior angles. So what will be the sum of these 3 angles, children? So today we will study this. Okay, what will be the sum of these 3 interior angles in a triangle? Okay, so for this you can do an activity, children. Take a paper and draw any triangle in that paper, and cut out the triangle. Okay, and after cutting the triangle, name the 3 angles 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and cut them. Okay, like this. Cut the 3 angles of the triangle with the help of the scissors. Now these 3 angles, you place them on a plane, any straight line. Draw a straight line and place these 3 angles what we have cut with the help of the scissors. Place them on a straight line. Okay, so when you place them on a straight line, suppose you are placing here, the 3 vertices must lie on this point. When you cut these 3 angles with the help of the scissors, all these A, B, C vertices must coincide on this point. Okay, so you have to, this is angle 1. Suppose you are placing angle 1 here. Okay, it should fall on the straight line. One side of this angle should be on the straight line. Angle 1. Then place the cutting of angle 2 here. Next. Okay, coinciding with this angle 2. Then angle 3. Coincide with this and place. Okay. So you have placed all the 3 angle cuttings what you have done of this triangle ABC. Now when you place them on a straight line, you can see this. All these 3 angles are exactly touching each other on a straight line. Yes, you know what is the angle formed on a straight line, children? You have learned straight line, straight angle, that is 180 degrees. The sum of these 3 angles is nothing but 180 degrees. So by this we come to know that the sum of the 3 angles in a triangle is always equals to 180 degrees. Okay, so now this we will prove it. This is an activity by which you will understand that the interior angle sum is equals to 180 degree. But this you are going to learn it as a theorem, children, in 7th standard. Okay, so you will be learning a theorem here. Theorem means you have to prove it. Prove it with the help of the things what we have studied. Okay, so let's see the statement of the theorem. This is a theorem, and a theorem has a statement. Okay, so the statement is the total measure of the 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. We know that the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. But this we have to prove it now. Okay? So let's prove it. So to prove this, firstly you need a figure, children. To prove any theorem, firstly you need a figure. Now we have to prove that the total measure of the 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So the figure will be nothing but a triangle. Okay? So I have drawn a triangle here. Okay. So name the triangle A, B, C. And these are a triangle ABC, triangle symbol you can write, a triangle ABC with three interior angles, that is angle A, comma angle B and angle C. Okay, this is given. These are the three angles of triangle ABC. Okay. Now to prove, children, what we have to prove in this theorem? To prove is the sum of the three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So right, to prove is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. Okay. Now to prove this thing, we need a construction. Okay. We need a construction. So what is the construction that we are going to do here? So the construction what we are going to do here is from the vertex A, passing through vertex A, we have to draw a parallel line. Okay children, we have to draw a parallel line. Parallel line to the base BC of a triangle. Okay, name this line as PQ. Okay, so PQ is a line passing through the vertex A which is parallel to BC. Okay, this arrow mark denotes that the lines are parallel. Okay, so this is the construction. We will write this. Draw PQ parallel to BC. Okay, the PQ line should pass through the vertex A. In such a way, you have to draw a parallel line. Now, why we have drawn this parallel line, children? To prove this. Okay, now PQ line is parallel to BC. Okay, PQ line is parallel to BC, and this AC acts as a transversal. This AC line acts as a transversal. Yes, we have learned when a transversal cuts two parallel lines, the pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Yes, we have learned that. So that thing we are going to use to prove this theorem. Okay. So this as a transversal. So this angle formed here. This is a transversal Z shape you can see. Alternate angles are formed in Z shape. Okay. Z. So these two angles will be equal. Okay. These two angles are equal by alternate angles. Similarly on this side, these two lines are parallel. So AB acts as a transversal. If AB is a transversal, again this angle Z shape you can see. These two angles will be equal. Yes, these two angles will be equal. That is PAB will be equal to ABC. And QAC will be equal to ACB. These two angles will be equal. And here these two angles will be equal because alternate angles. Yes, so we use this to prove the theorem. So let's write the proof of the theorem. Proof. Okay. Yes. So firstly, we have drawn the parallel lines. So therefore, alternate angles are equal here. Right? Okay. Z shape. These two alternate angles will be equal. So write that angle QAC will be equal to angle ACB. Okay. So write this as equation 1. And you have to write the reason also, children. This reason is because alternate angles are equal when a transversal cuts two parallel lines. Similarly, angle PAB will be equal to angle ABC. Angle PAB will be equal to angle B. You can also write only angle B. And here also you can write only angle C. Okay. So this is equation 2. And reason is again because alternate angles angles. Alternate angles are equal. Okay. Now see these three angles children. This is a straight line, and on a straight line three angles are formed. And we know that on a straight line the angles formed sum will be always equals to 180 degree because they are linear pair of angles. Okay. So the next equation will be angle PAB plus angle, this is angle PAB plus this angle, this is angle A plus angle A plus this angle QAC. Okay, QAC will be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, consider this as equation 3. Okay, this is all because linear pair of angles. This is because linear pair of angles. Okay. So like this you have to frame three equations. Now see 1 and 2 and see the equation 3. Now in equation 3 you can see PAB and see the equation 2. In equation 2 we have written PAB is equals to angle B. So in place of PAB I can substitute angle B children. Okay. Then see here QAC. In place of angle QAC, we have written the first equation QAC is equals to angle C. So in place of QAC, I will substitute angle C. Okay. So substitute 1 and 2 in 3. Okay. So I will substitute in this equation 3. So in place of PAB, first I will write the equation 3. This is equation 3. Okay, I will substitute 1 and 2 in this. So in 1, PAB is equals to 2. In equation 2, PAB is equals to angle B. So in place of this, I will write angle B. Angle A as it is. Plus QAC. In place of QAC is equals to angle C. So I will write here angle C is equals to 180 degrees. Now you can see here children, angle B, angle A, angle C. That is all these three angles. What is to be proved? Okay. What was to be proved? We got it here. Okay. So this is the theorem of angle sum property of a triangle. Or you can rearrange it. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. Okay children. So in this way, theorems are being proved. Okay. So you have these many parts in a theorem. First one is statement, then figure, then given, to prove. If construction is needed, construction, and then the proof. Okay children. So theorems are very important and they are compulsory in the exams. Okay. So please understand it and write it down. Okay. So now we will solve next the sums based on this theorem. That is the angle sum property of theorem based sums will be there. How to find the unknown angles in a triangle. We will see them. Okay children. So now we will see the exercise 6.3. First main few examples I will take and tell you how to apply the theorem in solving the sums. Okay. So first main. The second, figures are given. Find the value of the unknown x in the following diagrams. Figures. Okay, figures are given. You have to find the value of the unknown thing here. Okay. So the second figure is PQR triangle is given. And like this marking is given. Like this marking is given. What does it mean children? It means that the triangle is right angled and 90 degree. This symbol means that the measurement of that particular angle is 90 degree always. Okay. Then this is given as x which you have to find. And this angle is given as 30 degree. Okay. So you have to find the value of x. That is the measurement of angle R using the angle sum property. 120 plus x as it is, and remaining things also as it is. Now 120 degrees I will take on the right hand side, and x I will keep it in the left hand side. X is equals to 180 degree, 120 degree on the other side. If it goes, sign will change. Here is plus, other side it will become minus. So x is equals to 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is 60 degrees. Okay, so the value of x is 60 degrees. In this way you have to find the value of x using angle sum property. Okay, so let's see one more example. Fourth one. First main, fourth one. Figure is given. This is given as 50 degree. Other two angles are given as x. Okay? You have to find the value of x, children. Yes? So, right now if naming is not given, you can name the triangle as A, B, C. Whatever naming you can give. Okay? So I will change here only now. You have to find the value of x. In a triangle, you have to use angle sum property. Okay? So just change here angle A plus B plus C is equals to 180 degrees. Okay? Now, the values will change here. What is angle A, children? Angle A is x plus B. What is B in the figure? 50 degrees plus angle C. Angle C is x. Okay? Now x and x, like terms. We can add x and x. X plus x is nothing but 2x, children. Okay? X plus x is 2x. So 2x plus 50 as it is given is equals to 180 degrees. Okay? So now 2x is equals to 180 degrees. 50 degree I will take on the other side. It will become minus 50 degrees. Okay? So 2x is equals to 180 minus 50 is 130 degrees. Okay? So x is equals to, now we want to find only the value of x. So 2 will go on the other side. 2 into it is. Into when it changes the side, it becomes division. So 130 degrees divided by 2. So 130 degrees if you divide by 2, you will get x is equal to 2 6 are 12, 2 5 are 10. X is equals to 65 degrees. That is the measurement of angle A and measurement of angle C. Both are equal to 65 degrees. Okay, children? Yes. Let's see one more example. So write y plus 50 degree plus x is equals to 180 degrees because angle sum property of triangle. Angle sum property of triangle. Okay. So y, we know y we have got as 80. So substitute 80 plus 50 degree plus x is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, like the stepwise you have to go through. No direct answers. Reasons are very important. So 80 plus 50 is 130 degree plus x is equals to 180 degree. So x will be equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree. 130 degree if you change the side it will become minus 130 degree. Okay. So x is equals to 50 degrees. Okay. So the value of x is 50. Okay children. So in this way we have found the value of both the unknowns x and y. Okay. So let's see one more example and the remaining sums you can do by yourself following the same steps. Fifth figure. Okay, this is the figure given. These two base angles are x. This is y. Okay, and this is given as 90 degree. Okay, so again same thing children, you can see two lines are intersecting at a point. So these two are vertically opposite angles. So y will be equal to 90 degree because vertically opposite angles are equal. So we got one angle. Now find the x. Both are x, means both our measurements are same. And we know that angle sum property of a triangle y plus x is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, y is known. Substitute 90 degree plus x 2x is equals to 180 degrees. Now 2x is equals to 180 degrees, 90 on the other side, minus